Hello class, welcome to Astrolendar 101, the astrology calendar made simple. If you can understand a calendar, you can understand the astrolendar. In these 5 short lessons, I explain how. Lesson 4, transits made simple. In previous lessons, we discussed how the astrolendar differs from the Gregorian calendar by replacing months with solar seasons, days with degrees, weekdays with planetary days, and years with cycles. Now we'll talk about the astrological data included on the astrolendar. Many Gregorian calendars feature the moon phases, but the astrolendar expands on the phases. The new, full, and quarter moon phases appear on the grids as images that depict their phase. On the astrolendar, these images appear underneath the solar degrees. And under the moon phase images, the degrees, signs, and minutes of the phase are included. Additionally, the new and full moon phases appear on the solar season graphics, with the moon phase that happens first appearing on top. Eclipse moon phases have their own images and graphics to help them stand out. Additionally, the eclipses that occur during an astrolendar cycle are featured on the cover. The astrolendar also includes transits, which we will simplify shortly. These transits can be found on the right-hand side, listed chronologically in the time zone that appears on the cover. The astrolendar includes transits for the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Chiron. On the back of the astrolendar, there is an astrological key that can be referenced at any time for the symbol associations. Transits can be broken down into 2 types: significant movements of things and significant angles between things. To help us understand transits, let's see how they look on the astro clock. In the Astro Clock 101 course, we learned that astrology charts are snapshots of the astro clock, which is always moving. We start with an ingress, the movement of something from one sign to another. Here's the Sun ingressing into Capricorn. Next, we'll discuss retrogrades, which have 3 notations on the astro clock. Where direct motion refers to forward movement through the zodiac, retrograde motion refers to backwards movement through the zodiac. Learn more about these movements in Lesson 3 and 5 of the Astro Clock 101 course. On the astrolendar, when SR, which stands for stations retrograde, appears next to a planetary body, it means that it has stopped its forward motion. From this point on, whenever this planetary body has a transit, a small r will appear next to it, indicating that it's moving backwards through the zodiac. When a planetary body stops its backwards motion through the zodiac, it is marked with SD, which means stations direct. These were the transits that involve movements. Now we'll talk about the transits that involve angles between things. First, we'll talk about a conjunction. This occurs when 2 things are in the same spot with 0 degrees between them. Note that all new moons are conjunctions between the moon and the sun. An opposition occurs when things are in opposite spots with 180 degrees between them. Note that all full moons are oppositions between the moon and the sun. A trine occurs when things are at a triangular angle to each other with 120 degrees between them. This is Mercury trine Chiron retrograde at 1914 Eastern Time on Capricorn 5th. And here's how it's notated on the astrolendar. A square occurs when things are at a square angle to each other with 90 degrees between them. Note that all quarter moons are squares between the moon and the sun. Lastly, a sextile occurs when things are at hexagonal angles to each other, with 60 degrees between them. This is Venus sextile Saturn at 1:18 Eastern Time on Capricorn 24th. And here's how it's notated on the astrolendar. Let me know if you would attend a bonus lesson detailing the interpretations that astrologers give to these transits. To attend the next lesson where we discuss the peculiarities on the astrolendar, make sure you're following. Calendars and astrolendars, the same, yet different. Class dismissed.